Hello and welcome back to Jolly Techmas. Here we are with about 5 days left, and we still don't have much to show for it, do we? So today, though, in order to get prepared for our Alfheim portal, we need to still be generating more mana. And so I find that the best way to do this is with our fir saplings. And we have plenty more fir saplings with which we can do this, but they seem to have the most leaves to logs ratio, which may not entirely be true. It might be better to do just the individual birch trees or something like that. I don't really know. But so what I'm thinking, however, is that first we gotta chop down this one, and then I have a plan. My plan is to be better, basically. Just be better. And so what I'm thinking is, in order to be better and also just produce more stuff that, Alpha Incorporated needs here, our main resource here is supposed to be black sludge, right? We have yet to produce, an excessive quantity of black sludge. Endoflame ignites. Probably because I'm dropping logs on top of it. We're fine with this. But my idea, anyway, is going to be a quite simple one. And one that, honestly, I don't know how we never thought to do in the first place. And that is to combine industrial foregoing with this. Because we could just be doing this plant gatherer, right? Our plant gatherer, like the one that we have over here for with our mahogany sapling, right? We could just be having this destroy all of the logs, and then also whatever remaining tree branches are on the top of it. And in the process of doing that, plant another one using a plant sower. And so I think that's what we're going to try to make today, is the plant sower, along with a couple other things from the mod pack that will help us in the long run. And so for the plant sower, we don't need the fertilizer would be helpful. Don't get me wrong. The fertilizer would be helpful. But at the end of the day, we don't have fertilizer to provide it. So while we could do that, it's not going to really help because we're not going to be able to, make it in the long run. We might have to, hold on. So we also want a fluid gatherer, not sieving machine, collector, fluid collector. So that's 2. A tank also probably requires some. No? No, that's a black hole tank. We don't want a black hole tank. We want just a normal tank. Or is that just it? Is that just what it's called? A common black hole tank? What does it say? If I type in MB, that should be only things that are, well, and bamboo and zombie stuff. But also millibucket stuff. I think that's it. I think that, so a black hole tank does not require plastic. Does a fluid transporter require plastic? It does not. So we might be able to do a few other things here. My idea is that if we can get fluid into this latex processing unit, preferably from down there, we could then not have to again worry about actually making the plastic ourselves. If we could automate the plastic production, that would also benefit our factory greatly. But I guess first things first, we can produce I mean, I guess let's just go get some water into the machine. That'll be our first thing. And then we will progress from there. The orca just jumped out of the water. That's really cool when they do that. Alright, this should be enough water to keep it going for a while. This is the biggest issue that we're facing, though, is that I have to still manually go around and do all of the work when this is supposed to be a factory, so it's supposed to just automatically do this. It's still got plenty of resources in it. But so, I should have bricks right there. Haha, look at first time for everything, right? So we'll do that later. Probably even off camera. Maybe not. Pistons. I made a bunch of pistons at one point. Mostly because I get tired of making them. Oh, I raided a pig fortress and got 2 more ancient debris. Because it turns out that pigs are dumb if you're in creative fly mode. And they will just run at you and fall into the lava. And despite being nether mobs, they're not immune to lava. You think that in hindsight they would want to be, but I mean, I guess, do what you can. Ugh, I made an empty void again. It's annoying. So I did not make a bunch of pistons, so we will have to do this manually. I think it was 2 iron gears, redstone, one of these pity machine frames. My redstone blocks should all be over here. We're going to need a couple of these pity machine frames, so I'm going to make a couple more blocks there. Boop, 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 boop. Two. Just for now. Just for now. Plant sower. There we go. That's something that we have yet to build. This one. Boop. And then gold gears. I probably still have some gold over here. It's not enough for 2. I'll have to go back over here to get it. I don't know why we're not just doing all of the work over here. Don't ask me. I know it's my factory, but don't ask me why we don't just do things in the factory. Doing things in the factory is hard. It's hard work running a whole factory. 2 axes and, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Plant gatherer. Now we do need a generator for these. And so we could go with just a pitiful generator. It would get the job done. And honestly, we probably will just do that. It's not the best generator in the world. But at the end of the day, it's better than most of these other ones, when you think about it. Whoops. Generator. So this requires that simple machine frame, which requires a lot of stuff that we just don't even want to deal with. Iron bars, though. Do I still have iron in here? I do. Iron bars, cobblestone, loud obnoxious birds, a furnace. What else do we need? Gold. We have a gold, and a pity machine frame. There's our pitiful generator. And it's starting to get to nighttime, so we will go take a quick nap. Wait, I think just a touch more. That should be good. And Bigglesworth will lay down on top of us and give us rabbit hide. Which rabbit hide can really only be turned into I can make tanned tool bindings. And just really leather is about all we care about there. Okay, so anyway, on to the good part here. Plant gather, no. Immediately fail. Plant gatherer. Dang. This one's not gonna work there, right? If I place this there, it's not gonna plant it on top of itself, right? It does in fact need probably power first and foremost. But also I think it has to be, you know, like there has to be a space for it. So I don't think this is going to work exactly how I want it to. I think it has to go there. We then slap in these. We tell it to plant just the one right above it. And then do this. We can make another one. We've got the resources. Actually, I probably could just snag that one. A furnace. Another block of redstone. Need one gold ingot. Eventually there will be, complete walls. I made a bridge finally. There's now a bridge. Make another one of those. Make another one of those. I don't have any coal on me. So we'll go grab some of that. This one. Yep. Alright, so now if we do this, and nope, and we put this here, and we supply this with like 4 pieces of redstone, or not redstone, it does automatically plant that. So here's the next big issue here. We need a way to turn this off. So we want it to run with redstone. Now it will only eat the plant when it is provided with redstone. And so the next big problem is, why has this got any amount of mana in it? Hold on, how much mana did we lose? It seems like we lost any. Why does this have mana in it? I didn't put mana in there. That's turned off. But anyway, back to my statement here. The issue is we need the plant gatherer to only eat the fir sapling, well, the fir tree, when the munch dew is done eating the leaves. And so the only way I think to do that is, I was looking through our book, and there is a thing in here for basically redstoning with mana manipulation. And so there is a Mana Detector. When mana bursts flow through it, mana passes through this as if though it were air. So it won't deter the mana from flying through it. And it provides a redstone signal while mana is going through it. So we can use that to then detect when the mana is coming through from the munch dew eating the leaves. And so I think we want one of those. Long story short is, we're going to make one of those. I need one more stick. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The next question I have after that though is, I found an Amoongus biome. I got a mushroom. That may or may not be brown because I may or may not have struck it with electricity. Also, I saw that these guys are not warped toads, but frogs are going to just be in vanilla Minecraft. And I'm really hoping that they're going to be tameable, because Minecraft sorely needs tameable mobs. Like, honestly, not to like start recapping the whole series, but the most fun I've had in this part of this series so far, excuse me, is taming all of these mobs. That has been easily the most enjoyable part of this experience thus far. Anyway, back to the task at hand. This Mana Detector. Mana Detector. I forgot to make this. Does it have to be, does comparators have to have, yeah, it does have to be smooth stone. I don't think I have readily available smooth stone. We'll cook some up. Always good to have some more of it, though. Mana Storm Charge? Yeesh, that sounds crazy. Mana Blaster. That's what we need. It's just a gun. Mana Star. Mana Star's not something I care about, like, at all. And so anyway, real quickly, it says provides a redstone signal. So I think that doesn't mean that I don't need to set a comparator up to this to get it to work. My understanding is that this will automatically provide a redstone signal when it is hit with mana. And so by that logic, if I knock this out and I set it here, and then give me my wand back, come on. You guys all need to now be reset to the thing. No. Oh, no, don't do that. I want you to be hooked up to this, and you to be hooked up to this. Okay. Now they're all good. But now, so if I set this here, and I run redstone, we're going to knock this out and set it on the other side. Over here, like this. So now it will run with no redstone. So if it runs with no redstone, that should mean that when this receives a pulse, it will then provide a signal to this to not work anymore. And so this should give it some energy real quick, just because I want to test this out. Bone meal. I got 2 pieces there. I don't know if that'll be enough. There's like 5 pieces. That might be enough. Oh, a bit of a lag spike. That's another issue I'm starting to have, is the world is starting to get really laggy, and we don't like that. But now, there's not enough. It might honestly be too much stuff cluttered around it to grow. I hope that's not the case, because those trees grow. Those ones over there. Alright. Alright, yeah. Piece of garbage. How much more bones am I going to have to waste on this? Alright. So this will automatically place the umbrage sapling, which we will now attempt to bone meal. And if this doesn't grow either, I'm going to start getting really frustrated. What the heck? What? Why don't the trees grow? Will you grow? Just give me, oh, give me the whole stack of that. Yeah, I see you there. It shouldn't take more than 6 bone meal, honestly, to grow a tree. Are you kidding me? Why do none of them grow? The mahogany has to work. It literally works over here. But the problem with the mahogany is that it's not going to get as many leaves. I was trying to get something that had a lot of leaf growth. Because then we know that we can get the... Yeah, see, look, that one works. My idea, though, here is what's more important. The idea that I had will work. Because now this will eat all of the leaves off of the mahogany tree. And once that turns off, this is trying to go. It keeps going and then it stops. But so once this works, this will start, once this stops shooting out mana, which might take a while. Okay. That's when it eats the rest of the tree. Exactly as we planned. Okay. Mahogany trees will work. So we can do this. This will only collects wood. I mean, which is fine. That's fine. We don't care about the actual saplings. This, I mean, we can then probably, well, you might want to still save one of them that is producing saplings. Where are all of my mahogany saplings? Is that all of them? Because if that's all of them, that's not as many as I thought I had. Oh well, I'm not worried about it. This won't go through 50-something saplings that quickly. But at the end of the day, this is going to now produce mana automatically for us. That's all that we were... we just spent 20-something minutes trying to make this simple contraption that will automatically plant a sapling, which will then grow. The munchdew will eat all the leaves off of it, and when the munchdew is done eating the leaves, the plant gatherer will eat the wood. And in the process, more importantly than anything else, produce sludge. I do want more plant gatherers because ideally I want one set up for every type of tree, because then we can start getting all of the logs that we need, and on top of that produce a lot of sludge. But after, doing all of that work, we need to wrap up today's episode. So, as usual, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you around for the next one.